Alrighty guys, how are yous all doing? Hope yous are doing all well. It's just to touch in for our February's weigh-in and how everything's going. Obviously, yous will know I weigh myself once a week, but I give yous an update once a month just to let yous know how everything's going, how I'm doing. So obviously January was a good month, we lost. February's weigh-in will be right about here. So here we are again guys, this is for the month of February. So we started the month off at 16 stone 8. This was a horrific month. I did go up and then I was coming down, going up, and then I felt like I got into a bit of a groove, right? And I felt like I was doing really well and I managed to lose a bit, and then this is sort of when I ended up in hospital and everything. I then went up, but I weighed myself the next day and it was 16.8, and I don't think it's possible to lose like a true pound within a day. So I started it at 16.8 and in my mind I've ended it at 16.8, which if I'm being honest, I'm genuinely gutted. And again, it's all Hollywood. I'm back. Oh, I'm a bit devastated that I maintained and I never lost. I feel like I was getting into such a good groove. And I think food is the hardest thing for most people when they're on a diet, is it not? And I hate being like I'm on a diet because it's a lifestyle change. But do you know what I mean? Like, I think food's the hardest thing to overcome, and I am having a struggle. But I feel like I was really getting into it. Like, I had a wee routine. To be fair, I was eating the same stuff every day, but I had a wee routine, and I felt I was doing quite well, eating like similar stuff. But it was working for me, and I think obviously circumstances out with my control didn't really help it. That I think when you're in the hospital, there isn't a lot of healthy options really, especially when you can't leave the unit. So I was just absolutely tanning the biscuits, but I'm not going to let it discourage me. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep going. Hopefully this month will be a month of bigger losses. I'm praying. But we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep going. We're not going to let it upset us. We're just going to keep going. Not the best month. Not happy. But I'm also not going to cry myself to sleep at night over it. I'm not going to devastate myself over it. Wasn't the best month, but a lot happened this month, so I just have to keep pushing through. Absolutely human, but need to keep pushing through. And if I fixate on it, it's not going to be the best. I did, however, get to keep my step count. Obviously, I got the Fitbit, which has actually been counting my steps, which is nice. So that is going to be here as well. Alrighty guys, here we are again for our steps. Can only apologise if the audio is horrific, it's on my phone. But for our first week, obviously, I didn't get the Fitbit until the 8th, so there's only 2 days on this week, which is a Saturday, Sunday. But it does it over the span of a week, so my average steps were 3,523 on average per day, but I only had 2 days out that week, so I wasn't too concerned. If we move over onto the next week, my average steps were 7,177 per day, which I think is quite good. And then that is a breakdown of each step with the step count for each day. I have noticed a trend where my Wednesdays seem to be really low, like quite consistently. I don't know what that's about and I don't know why, but it is a trend and I have noticed it. So I'm having to keep a wee eye on what's going on there to see what's happening. And then we move on to our next week where my average steps were 6,281. And these are my average steps, again Wednesday being the lowest. But I feel like I have some days where I'm really low and then other days where I'm over quite a lot, which I think a lot of other people have. but I'm wanting to get more consistency where I'm not over by massive some days and under massively other days. I'm wanting to get as close to the 6,000 each day as possible and not hitting like 900 steps one day and then 10,000 the next. And then moving over to the next week, which obviously includes the 2nd of March. We can't really help that. Average steps were 8,472. Looking through, this time Wednesday not being my lowest day, it was actually Saturday. I just had a bad day because I wasn't feeling the best. But not the best, not the worst. We are getting there and we are doing it. But for the month, not this month, for February, my average steps per day were 6,064. Which, I mean, is round about where I was looking for to say that I basically did lose a full week, and it does count the full every single week. I don't think that was too bad. And again, it's like magic, isn't it? My God, it's like Hollywood. Oh, but I feel like steps. Obviously, every day wasn't at the 6,000, but I'm happy that my average was at 6,000. I know that I was wanting to try and put it up to like, to move it up each month just to get me, because I do want to move over to them. I do want to be at the 10,000 by the end of the year, but I think just with everything that's happened and I'm still experiencing quite a bit of pain and discomfort just now, I think I'm going to leave it at the 6,000 this month and see how I get on with it and see how I am, and then move it up next month hopefully. But as an overall, that is everything. That's my wee update. Don't have anything else to tell you. Not the happiest with everything, but as an overall, it is what it is. We keep it pushing, because it's all that we can do. Not the best, but oh my God, what is that? That gave me like a wee mic there. Oofed. Not the best, not the worst. Well, probably is the worst. Well, I could have gained weight, so not the worst. But yeah, it is what it is.